Well, wherever you are, throughout New England or around the world, you're going to remember this forever.
2013, America's pastime. When the hook kicks in, let me see your hands high. Franchises rise and landslide, but no fan denies how one man can shine. Come test MC from the D, all fair, all hail, the back-to-back MVP. Same team as Maximus Battler, bitter batters high strung, and the final prize won Cy Young. Bucks were triumphant, much of it from McCutcheon. MVP discussion, there's no one that could touch him. Clayton won his second Cy Young in 3 years. He was nearly the unanimous winner over his peers. Rookie of the year, Fernandez, that man went 12 and 6, a .98 whip. Big league Puig on the base pad, beast with the leather and the bat, and repping the same flag. Dodgers advance, cards in the pad. A game 5 Jack, 8 Gonzalez antics. Game 6 following the anthem. Joe Kelly and Van Slyke were literally outstanding. Cardinals without Beltran them, Walker would fan them, putting the loss in Los Angeles. In B-Town with Ortiz around, no lead account it'll ever be insurmountable. Your hands up high, like a B-Town cop. Like a B-Town cop. Like a B-Town cop. Come on. Bright lights for the big show. Poppy and Beltran, not enough time for credentials. Game 3 ended insanely. Game 4, Wong was surprised and Carlos could have tied it. Card Young Guns essentially untouched. Then Shane Vick came up big in Game 6. Koji and Lester near perfect. Boston strong. Another title in the city that deserves it. Hands up high. Way up for Todd Helton. Hands up high. Way up for Jim Wheeler. Hands up high. Put him up for Petty. Hands up high. Up high for Mo. Hands up high. If you love this game. Hands up high. If you love this game. If you love this game. Put them up high if you love this game.
Welcome, everyone, to MLB Tonight's Year in Review. It's Greg Amsinger in Studio 3 like I am every single year with my pals Harold Reynolds and Bill Ripken. Looking at those images, it's going to be hard to say goodbye to 2013.
It's a great year. I mean, you look at milestones, you look at the performances the players had, and a team that came out of nowhere and won the World Series.
Yeah, teams that haven't been in postseason contention for a while made a push, but when you talk about the Red Sox, I think clearly that's the story. Going from where they were to what they did, pretty impressive.
We've got lots to get to in this 2-hour show, but we must begin our look back at 2013. In the American League, the storylines were obvious, from the farewell tour for Mariano to absolute dominance by Mad Max to another division title for the Swingin' A's. The junior circuit had it all. Simply an unforgettable season that ended with a club that went from worst to first to world champion.
Get ready for the beginning of the 2013 Major League season. It's new divisional rivals, the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros.
And everybody is on their feet now at Minute Maid Park. 26 up, 26 down. Up the middle and down the center field. Oh, no! Darvish has a smile on his face. The vast majority of the people in this crowd cannot believe it.
Shot deep into right center field, and this one is gone. Are you kidding me?
Davis, fly ball, left field, way back, wave that baby bye-bye. Can you believe it?
The fourth Major League player to homer in 4 straight games to start a season.
Pedroia racing around the bases is headed home. The Red Sox win! A walk-off on Patriots Day!
The events of the day in Boston have obviously taken a dramatic turn from the Patriots Day celebration to the bombing that occurred later in the afternoon at the Marathon.
This jersey, it doesn't say Red Sox, it say Boston. This is our city, and nobody gonna dictate our freedom. Stay strong.
The pitch, swinging a high, deep drive right field.
Francoeur going back, he's at the wall. Boston, this is for you.
A 3-run homer for Daniel Nava.
You know, those are the true heroes. Those guys who step out on the field, and we got to honor beforehand. What today represented was something that was really important, not only to Boston, but to obviously the whole country.
Something special here with the cycle, potentially, for Mike Trout.
Here's a high drive, deep center field. Uh-oh! He's done it! He's hit for the cycle!
And again, he's just 21.
This is what he's been waiting for his entire life.
Will Myers lines a single into left, his first major league hit. Now there's a shot. High and deep, straightaway center. It's gone!
That's going to make him a hero. First time you step into the batter's box on your home field.
How about that for a moment?
Oh, and he wins it with a plum! Yoenis Cespedes.
In a packed stadium in an all-star game, Mariano Rivera was out on that field all alone. It's his spotlight.
To the greatest relief pitcher of all time, Mariano Rivera.
Yankees need a spark, and maybe Jeter can provide that.
And Jeter hits a long drive to right center field. That is gone! Is that amazing that a man could capture a moment like that? El Capitan!
Now for the Yankees, batting fifth in the order, the third baseman, number 13, Alex Rodriguez.
And Cabrera not going away without a fight, as one would guess. Back in there, Cabrera swings and sends a drive to center field. This one is gone! Santa Maria!
That one is driven to right field and deep. There it goes. See ya. He got him again.
He cannot be stopped.
Max Scherzer is 13-0.
He's been better than anybody in baseball.
He continues his incredible role.
First pitcher to start a season 16-1 since Clemens did it back in 01. Max gets his 20th. Memorable night here.
Swinging a soft liner, right center field. It's a base hit. Rounding third Jennings. He's coming home, and the Rays have won the marathon 5-4 in 18 innings. And they're in first place again in the American League wild card.
With 2 outs here in the top half of the 9th inning, Fenway Park will stand as one. Hey, struck him out. Red Sox win from worst to first in 2013. The AL East belongs to the Boston Red Sox.
Swing and a miss, and that's going to do it. And here in 2013, the American League's Western Division title belongs to the Oakland Athletics.
Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. And for a third consecutive year, the Tigers are Central Division champions.
Greatness coming into the Yankee game for the final time here in the Bronx.
Number 42, Mariano Rivera.
Here comes Andy Pettitte.
Andy and Jeter, they're coming out. They're going to take him out.
How's this for drama?
Andy and Mo hugging on the mound with Jeter next to them. He's crying.
Really lost it. Yes, he is.
He's in tears.
With the crowd urging him to come out, Andy Pettitte did, and we say goodbye to 2 of the core 4 in one night.
The Indians right now control their own destiny.
Jason Giambi has done it for the second time off the White Sox. Mardi Gras in September in Cleveland.
I think I have a man crush on G.
Elimination day in the American League. Somebody's moving on. Somebody is headed to the offseason. And with a bang, we start this tiebreaker tonight.
Joe Madness decided that this is David Price's night.
And the Rays have punched the ticket to the postseason. Rays win! Rays win! Rays win!
What a season in the American League. The Red Sox, the team everyone was talking about, the second team to win the World Series the season following a last place finish. The other to do that, the 91 Minnesota Twins. The MVP race, very familiar, much like it was in 2012. Miggy Trout, first, second AL MVP voting for the second straight year. Miggy winning back-to-back MVPs and the farewell tour. So many gifts given to the future Hall of Famer, Mariano Rivera. But when we look back at 2013 in the American League, the Boston Red Sox, you got to start there. John Farrell came back, was a pitching coach, now the manager. In his first year, he saw Ben Cherington, the GM, bring in different kinds of parts that we're accustomed to seeing in Boston. Not huge 7-year contracts for $200 million or $150+ million. It worked. The character guys got them back to being relevant again.
Well, for me, it goes back 2012, not even 13, to the big trade with the Dodgers, where Gonzalez, Crawford, that deal that sent all those guys there, and about $250 million on the payroll. And that gave them the flexibility, Bill, that all of a sudden say, hey, we're going to go after, you want to call them character, gritty, whatever.
Right.
It gave them an opportunity to go get a plethora of players that could play for the amount of money you might pay one guy. And that, to me, is the story of the Red Sox.
Yeah, and when you look at the character, the grittiness, whatever, there's still some talent that goes with it. Because you fill your team up with character guys with grit that can't play, you don't win. I don't care about that. And a couple of the moves were interesting to me. I thought the Shane Victorino one, 3 years and $39 million. I'm sitting there scratching my head on this when it happened. And I'll admit that. I'm going, I don't know if this is the right move. And yet this guy played Gold Glove right field, which is probably the hardest outfield position to play in Fenway Park. It's not the Green Monster, not center. Right. It's the biggest, it's the most room. And Shane Victorino had a great year for those guys. So, once again, one of those character guys, good in the clubhouse, grit, yes, but talent.
I think also the other thing is it's not spring training's blueprint that got it done, but the regular season. Who said that they were going to have Yui Hara end up being the closer?
Yeah.
And as dominant as he was.
Well,
Who said Victorino?
He was third on the depth chart to be closer.
So not what you start with, but how you finish.
And when I look back at 2012, I remember the heated debate that we had for who was going to win the MVP, Miguel Cabrera or Mike Trout. And then in 2013, the same two guys, Bill, were right there neck and neck. Yet it wasn't as heated. Now, Mike Trout, very similar numbers. Miguel Cabrera chased the Triple Crown again.
Right.
But I think everybody came to terms with the fact that Miguel Cabrera should have been the MVP back-to-back. Why?
Well, and if Miggy didn't get hurt, could have pushed the possibility of the Triple Crown again. I just think that the voters looking at this and the type of year that Miguel Cabrera had, and plus when you go to that thing, value to his team, that's not talking about wins above replacement. The Detroit Tigers won the division. If Miguel Cabrera is not on the Detroit Tigers, they do not win the division, period. Mike Trout was on a team that scuffled. Yes, I'm not trying to penalize Trout for that, but the fact remains, if Trout's not on that team, the Angels are still scuffling. They scuffled with him. Miguel Cabrera was the most valuable player.
Yeah, I think also the other thing that helped in the equation for Miguel Cabrera, outside of the injury and all the things you just said, Bill, was another guy emerged. Chris Davis popped into the conversation.
Oh, he did,
And
yeah.
I think by watching his ability and his exploits of what he was doing, you kind of went, wow, man, Miggy's hanging with this guy too?
Right.
And it kind of put it into context of how great a year that Miguel Cabrera is really having. Mike Trout, he may be the Karl Malone right now, this generation, because he had Jordan winning the MVP all the time.
Yeah, you're
Trout
right.
is unbelievably having some unreal seasons, and he hasn't won that MVP
I
yet.
feel like we're going to get into a rhythm where it's Miggy Trout and who's the other dark horse MVP candidate. That's going to happen year after year because those two guys right now, not just the top two players in the American League, possibly in the entire sport. And folks, we want you to weigh in on Twitter. What was your favorite regular season moment? We've got one tweet to pass along. Mariano Rivera winning the MVP during the All-Star game. For what he did in his career, a great gesture on MLB's part. Coming up, a look back at the very best the National League had to offer. From the Dodgers' resurgence to another stellar season in St. Louis, we will cover it all. Plus, we'll revisit the historic postseason run by the Boston Red Sox. What was the moment of the playoffs? We'll tell you. And who said what? We'll enjoy the best sound bites from 2013. Like this.
Hi, Mr.
Top of the ninth inning, 1-1. Marte hammers one to left field.
Clear the deck, cannonball coming. Let's have a Marte Parte. Pirates lead it in the ninth.
Bird drops the ball.
McCutcheon's throw. The runner breaks for the plate. He is out. The Buccos win it.
The Cardinals have just defeated the Nationals. The Pirates have clinched their first playoff spot since 1992.
Welcome back. The script for baseball's senior circuit was straight out of Hollywood in 2013 because, frankly, Hollywood's favorite team went from bust to best in the NL West, while projected contenders like the Giants, Phillies, Nationals, and Brewers really fell in hard times. But more importantly, 2013 will forever be remembered as the year winning returned to the Steel City. Here now, a regular season recap of the National League.
start of the 2013 National League season.
Harper, it is gone! Harper again!
What an opening day for Harper.
The main storyline surrounding the Braves, the acquisition of both BJ and Justin Upton.
High fly ball center field. Goodbye! That's hammered center. De Jesus going back.
Gone! Walk-off home run! The Uptons have done it!
The expectation so high here in Los Angeles.
The only thing that can stop this team, injuries.
Quentin gets hit by a pitch.
He's ticked off, and he's going after the Greinke.
Greinke suffers a fractured left collarbone.
They've really been on a treadmill to nowhere.
Manager Don Mattingly could be out of a job as soon as this week.
They bring up Yasiel Puig.
The young fella out of Cuba.
You're kidding! You're kidding! This doesn't happen even in Hollywood!
Que viva Cuba! Viva Puig!
And he's hit by a pitch.
Matt hit him.
And he gets hit by a pitch.
Here we go again. And this is getting ugly in a hurry out here.
Paul Goldschmidt has done it again!
Paul Goldschmidt, MVP type year. Will the Pirates end 20 seasons of losing baseball?
Light him up and raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates have won 9 straight.
The Pittsburgh Pirates playing this well is the biggest story of the baseball season.
Homer Bailey 1 out away from a no-hitter.
He did it! Holy moly! Homer Bailey's second career no-hitter.
Every dog has his day twice, I guess.
Giants fans all cheering.
High in the air and catchable. Blanco. It's a no-hitter for Tim Lincecum.
We're looking at a young superstar pitcher right now. Matt Harvey is as advertised.
Another dominant performance for Harvey, the starting pitcher from your New York Mets, Matt Harvey.
Former NL MVP Ryan Braun has been suspended effective immediately for the rest of the 2013 season for violating the Joint Drug Prevention and Treatment Program.
I'm deeply remorseful for what happened. I wish that I had the ability to go back, change things and do things a lot differently.
The end of an era in Philadelphia. Charlie Manuel's days as manager are over.
I've had some of the greatest times that I ever had in my life. Philadelphia has been the highlight of my career.
Some really bad news in the baseball world. Matt Harvey, the ace of the New York Mets, partially torn UCL.
It was the last thing I was kind of expecting when I went in this morning. You know, that was definitely a shock.
For the 82nd time this season, the Pittsburgh Pirates raised the Jolly Roger.
The Dodgers were 9.5 games behind Arizona. Went on to win 58 of the next 81 games. High fly ball into left center, playable. They have finally done it. The Dodgers are the National League West champions.
Craig Kimbrell will try to wrap this one up for Atlanta. Relief pitchers winning the Cy Young Award is a very rare occurrence. One would think he has to be in the discussion. Let the celebration begin. Atlanta is once again the champion of the National League East.
Game over. Reds win, Reds win.
The Nats lose, which means the Reds, with their win, they are in.
The Nats are not going to the playoffs this year.
We put the uniform on to win. We can get it done.
The 2-2 pitch. And a fly ball to right center field. That's going to drop for a hit. The runner breaks for the plate. Here's the throw. Wow. He's out. The Buccos win it.
For the first time in over 2 decades, the Pirates are playing in the fall.
Go Bucks!
Tonight is different. Tonight is special as everybody's getting ready to say goodbye to number 17.
High fly ball, deep right field. You gotta be kidding me. Unbelievable.
This game was about the fans, and I tried to go out and put a pretty good show on.
This Cardinal club really dynamic.
Runners in scoring position. It's the highest of any team in 40 years.
Ground ball up the middle. Carpenter throws to first. The 2013 National League Central champions. He got him, struck him out. 9 no-hit innings. Dodge check swing, it gets away. Here comes Stanton. It's a no-hitter. Henderson Alvarez. Jose Fernandez.
He might be the best of all the young pitchers out there in baseball.
just dominant tonight.
On the mound for the Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw, the best they have.
The best pitcher in the National League is Clayton Kershaw.
Just been dominant in every way possible.
Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. There's Kutch.
Put that in your MVP pipe and smoke it.
It's crazy. You forget how many things happened in 1 year. The Pirates, a huge year. First winning season since 1992 and postseason appearance. Incredible. The St. Louis Cardinals hitting as a team with runners in scoring position at a historic rate. .330 team batting average. And the Yasiel Puig mania took over. I got a huge case of it. A fever broke out. Yasiel Puig, everything. Couldn't stop talking about Yasiel Puig in 2013. But there were a lot of storylines, sometimes overlooked. What was the biggest storyline to you in the National League?
Well, I'd go back to spring training, how the season started. Remember Justin Upton getting traded in the winter? Yeah. And it was like Upton, and Hayward. Uh-oh, they're going to hit 30 home runs each, going to steal 30 bags. They all had great spring trainings, and it was on track. And then the season started, and they fell apart a little bit. Particularly BJ really struggled bad. Hayward ended up having injuries, and the Braves just fell apart. And when you look at the Braves, you have Uggla scuffle, Hayward got injured, BJ Upton was out. And to me, I look back now and I go, how in the world did the Braves win? And right now, I'm still upset that Freddie Freeman did not get in the finals of the MVP vote. I still think he should have been right there with those guys. He didn't even get in it.
Well, that's one of the reasons why they did do what they did was Freddie Freeman, and I hear you on that one, especially in a division where all of us were taking the Nationals to the World Series and saying they're just going to dominate. And Atlanta still ended up doing it, but I got to go to Pittsburgh. I mean, the Buccos, where they've been for as long as they've been, and for them to do what they did this year was truly impressive. Look, a lot was made out of that bullpen that came in the Shark Tank. And I hope they didn't nickname themselves because that usually doesn't work. And if they did nickname themselves, it still worked. These guys were dynamic coming out of the pen. If there was a close game that they were leading, game was over, they were winning. McCutchen winning the MVP, being the guy that I think everybody in Pittsburgh, players and fans, look at as the leader of that group. Impressive story, the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Jason Grilli coming out of nowhere. Joe Hanrahan, who was an all-star closer for them.
Right.
They trade him away, and you're going, what are they rebuilding now? What's the deal in Pittsburgh? And then Grilli comes out and has such a stellar season in the ninth inning. Now, we want to get interactive on this show, and since we're talking about some of the best moments in the American League in our first segment, National League here, we've got a tweet combining the two leagues, interleague play. This is a tweet from one of our viewers, a hidden ball trick that the Rays pulled on the Dodgers. I forgot about that play. Remember that? It was Loney to Escobar. Eventually, Longo tags out Uribe. You remember that play?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Hidden ball. Do you think that's lowbrow? I love it.
No. It's all right.
Oh, it's okay.
You've done it before in your time.
Yeah, H was a little conniver.
Darryl Hamilton, you did it, right? You did it to Darryl Hamilton, one of our teammates on MLB Network.
Did. Sure
That's
did.
cold.
That's
Happy
right.
Harold.
It's a low point, man.
Yeah. Much more to come on MLB Tonight's Year in Review, including a look back at a terrific postseason that ended with an epic World Series matchup. Cardinals, Red Sox. That's next.
If you love this game, put 'em up high if you love this game.
You will have another October to remember. For a third consecutive year, Central Division champion. The Rays have punched a ticket to the postseason.
The Dodgers are the National League West champions.
The celebration begins. Atlanta is once again the champion of the National League East. For the first time in over 2 decades, the Pirates are playing in the fall. The Bucks, National League Central champions.
American League's Western Division title.
The AL East belongs to the Boston Red Sox.
Major League Baseball's playoffs did feature the expected. Teams like the Tigers, Cardinals, Braves, and Reds were back, but outside surprises made the most noise. The Pirates, Indians, and yes, last year's last-place team in the AL East played beyond the month of September. Here now, a recap of the 2013 postseason.
It hasn't happened at Fenway Park for 95 years. The Red Sox are world champions.
This is where you make a name for yourself, and if you do something special, enjoy it like it's something special, because you might only get one shot at it.
That feeling in the air, for sure, that it's October and that it's different.
If guys aren't feeling some added adrenaline,
they might not be human.
It is the wild card one-and-done game. Look at this sea of black.
They played with some swag, man. I mean, they was turned up.
Cueto from the crowd.
We deserve everything. We choked.
It is done.
If you lose, man. You're going home. I mean, it feels the same.
They're going nuts, and they're going to the Division Series.
2013 National League Division Series between the Cardinals and Pirates.
And it's a gunner! A three-run homer for Carlos Beltran.
Welcome to Atlanta in Game 1 of the NLDS. First postseason win on the mound for Clayton Kershaw.
We are ready for the American League Division Series. And he missed the baseball. What happened? Boston Red Sox hold serve. They win Game 1 of this ALDS.
This A's lineup looked like a bunch of minor leaguers, thanks to Scherzer and company.
Clint Hurdle's looking at it this way. If he gets a good game today out of the young right-hander Garrett Cole, they're back in business.
Jason Hayward has come through with a two-run single.
Big Papi with a two-homer gem, and David Ortiz has knocked Peter Pan into Neverland.
A line drive, base hit to left by Stephen Vogt, and the A's have even the series.
Pedro delivers! You big bull! Pirates a game away from the National League Championship Series. Raise the Jolly Roger!
You shake hands with Hanley Ramirez right now, you get a third-degree burn. And there's no stopping the merry-go-round here at Dodger Stadium.
He's staring me down like he wanted to come out, so I said, come on out.
Benches have cleared.
Deafening silence here in Pittsburgh.
Michael Walker has thrown some game today.
Flash down, and the Rays survive to play another game. What a hit for Detroit. Scherzer's out of the jam.
Big game pitcher indeed. And the Dodgers lead. Boston Red Sox are moving on.
Verlander's back.
Yeah, there were thoughts of a no-hitter.
The Tigers have done it again. The celebration in Los Angeles is on for the Dodgers.
And the Cardinals will go on to the National League Championship Series.
Let's bring this thing home, guys. Let's bring it home.
Game 1 of the American League Championship Series.
A combined one-hitter with 17 strikeouts. Tigers win Game 1. He's out at the plate. Out at the plate.
Big-time postseason player. And the St. Louis Cardinals are going to win Game 1.
They have the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and David Ortiz about to face Joaquin Benoit. Red Sox trailing 5-1.
He was born for this.
Hard hit into right.
This game is tied. This game is tied. David Ortiz. David Ortiz. David Ortiz.
The kid pitcher shutting out the Dodgers. The Cardinals lead the series 2-0.
John Lackey has just turned in his biggest start with the Boston Red Sox. Napoli gets Verlander here in the 7th.
We thought he hit this ball out. Well, it would bother you if you were on the other team, but it's not bothering the Dodgers.
What a catch.
We've got a new series on our hands. It's all even at 2 games apiece in the best-of-7 American League Championship Series.
Matt Holliday clubs a 2-run homer.
And it is long gone. St. Louis Cardinals are a win away from the World Series.
Mike Napoli just destroyed one. Koji O'Hara continues to lift up these Red Sox. And the Red Sox are 1 win away from going to the World Series.
Adrian Gonzalez sends this place into a frenzy. There will be a Game 6 in St. Louis.
Grand slam. Shea Victorino. Classic 6-game series, and Boston wins the pennant. 12 minutes and counting into the standoff.
Wow, what a bizarre start to Game 6.
Cardinals are National League champions for 2013.
Hey, let's go to the World Series.
It's out of control how special this moment is.
It's your dream to be in a World Series.
It's a dream come true, really.
And this is how it should be, isn't it? A showdown of the best 2 teams the sport has to offer. We've got controversy here before we've even settled in. Our job is to get it right. How about John Lester tonight? All Red Sox, Boston 5, and the Cardinals nothing. Game 2 of the 2013 World Series.
Breslow fires to third. He throws it away.
and the Cardinals take the lead.
St. Louis Cardinals have tied up the series at 1 game apiece, and the next 3 are in St. Louis.
Diving play, throwing home, play at the plate. He tags him out. Throw to third, and down the line. What's the call here? Interference.
They call interference. Interference down at third base.
Tough way to have a game end.
What am I supposed to do there?
That's a tough pill to swallow.
It's gone! A 3-run homer, Johnny Gomes.
Check on the runner, they pick him off. This game is over.
As the Red Sox take game 4.
It is a fair ball, and the Red Sox take the lead. Like it was in game 1, John Lester brilliant through 7 2/3.
The Red Sox are coming home to Boston with a 3-2 lead in the World Series.
Boston has a chance to clinch in front of the home crowd for the first time since 1918.
3-0 Red Sox. Victorino pounding his chest.
Lackey doing his part.
The Red Sox starting to close in. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. The 2013 Red Sox are the world champions.
It was a postseason for the ages and started out. The Cleveland Indians made the postseason. Terry Francona was terrific first year with the Tribe. The Rays advanced to take on the Red Sox. The Tigers, Red Sox, that was so much fun. And you had the Dodgers resurgence against the St. Louis Cardinals. Those 4 teams, the power there, terrific. And it ended up being a rematch of the 2004 World Series. The Red Sox prevail over the St. Louis Cardinals, and they were able to do it at Fenway Park, which leads to the guy, the one player, when you think of the postseason in 2013, everyone's going to look back and say Big Papi. He was a rock star.
I would have born for this.
He was.
You know, I mean, he really was. But there's one play that defines it for me. It's this play right here, the grand slam. Torrey Hunter catches it. It's a whole different story. Ball gets out of the ballpark. It's a different story for the Red Sox. I mean, that's kind of how topsy-turvy the postseason was for us. At any moment, you look back and it could have changed the direction it all went in. That was the play for me.
Yeah, that was a big play right there. And Torrey was so close into catching that. But it seemed like this postseason for me, I'm thinking about these young rookie pitchers that are getting out there and just flat out dealing. Big games too, and matching up against solid people on other teams. Garrett Cole can come in and he was just flat out blowing it and getting it done. Michael Wacha, we saw what he was able to do, 4-1 in the postseason. Sonny Gray matched toe-to-toe with Justin Verlander. And you're looking at these young arms in the game. I can't remember in previous years a set of guys that have hit the postseason the way these young pitchers threw the ball in the postseason.
No doubt. I mean, these kids were phenomenal. And we didn't talk about the guys in the bullpen that you didn't really know until the postseason came around. But I said the Papi moment, Bill, Greg.
What?
I go back to Hanley Ramirez getting hit by a pitch. It changed the whole fate and direction of the Dodgers. He was on fire. The team was playing great. And at that time, you can argue he may have been the best player in the National League. But as soon as he carried them through Atlanta and got them rolling, and that pitch right there against the Cardinals, boom! See you later, Dodgers. The series was over for them. It changed the direction of the series.
Are you saying if he doesn't get hit, the Dodgers play the Red Sox in the World Series?
I do. I really believe
I think
that.
he's even saying the Dodgers win the World Series. Is that where you're going?
Might. They were on that kind of a roll as a team, and they had the pitching to match up to get it done. That may have been the most important pitch of the postseason.
Well, this is what he did in the National League Division Series through 4 games. He was hitting .500. That's pretty cool. Home runs, 6 RBIs in 4 games.
You know, and you said earlier, Greg, you know, your Puig Mania crush that you had going on.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, there was a lot of timing with that. That dude, Hanley Ramirez, at the last part of the year, just because Puig came up and started doing what he did, don't get lost. This man was playing.
No, you're right. And the numbers reflect what you were talking about. After he got hit by that pitch, he was 2 for 13. So it changed his approach at the play. He was playing through pain. Not only are we asking you to be interactive with us on Twitter, also on Facebook. What was your favorite postseason moment? A couple of posts we want to share with you. This from Gregory H. The Pirates making the playoffs for the first time in 21 years. The wild card game in Pittsburgh was the most electric experience I have ever witnessed in sports.
Yeah,
wow.
It was cool, no doubt.
Oh, yeah. Mike C. says this, or the Red Sox third baseman laying on Alan Craig when he's trying to score. How did some people think obstruction wouldn't be called on that? I knew all along he'd be awarded home. You're so smart, Mike C. Hey, still ahead on the show. When there's a great play, MLB Network can't wait to get our hands on all the replays and bring them to life for our fans. After the break, a look back at the best of our 360 breakdowns. Next.
If you love this game, put 'em up high if you love this.
You got to wait on this guy. He'll make you a liar because he is fantastic.
They don't make guys like this often.
Hitting the fingertip.
Machado.
Hallelujah.
Threw a forkball over there.
That's not easy when you hit the warning track.
Boy, that is gorgeous.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Magnificent.
Man, that was sweet.
That is just marvelous.
Spectacular.
Degree of difficulty off the charts.
Flip from his belly.
My goodness, that had to hurt.
Stuck it perfect.
Do not run on Gerardo Parra.
Whoa, what a play.
Out of nowhere.
Oh, brother.
In this day and age, a basic replay simply isn't good enough. If you see an incredible catch or defensive gem, you're on the edge of your seat waiting for every camera angle possible to really comprehend how amazing that individual moment was. Here at MLB Network, we know how to feed the need of baseball fans with technology that is off the charts cool. Here now, a look at the best of our MLB Network 360s, where we begin at second base.
Oh, what a play.
What a play by Brandon Phillips.
Look at this, barehanded, knee on the bag. You're not going to see a better turn of a double play.
He didn't even get a chance to set his body. Straight up athletic human reaction at its finest.
Are you kidding me?
One of the most incredible double plays you will see.
This ball's by him. This is the best angle right here. This ball's past Denard Span. It's in the gap.
Covers a lot of ground, going down to his knees, reaching out and denying an extra base hit.
Diving spectacular catch to end the game.
What a throw by Cole Calhoun.
He threw it right on the line in the air all the way to Chris Iannetta.
Watch Iannetta with the glove.
A little sweep tag by Iannetta.
I had no idea.
Neither did Trevor Crowe.
Oh my goodness, Ben Revere!
I thought the ball was carrying too much for him to come up with it, and then just an absolute leap over his shoulder.
Wow!
We may not see a better play than that all year.
Look at this right here. I mean, I thought he had no chance whatsoever. Look at it all in one motion.
Wow, you can't really make a play any more spectacular than that. Are you kidding me with that play?
You'll see that in a highlight reel or two.
Yeah.
This is remarkable. Puig has a long way to come.
That was an off-balance throw hop and a throw, and it sailed, whizzed over the shoulder of Marlon Byrd. Jerry Hairston Jr., his hand probably throbbing from taking that throw.
Oh my goodness, Yasiel Puig showing off the best arm in baseball.
Back in Studio 42 with Harold Reynolds, a former Gold Glove infielder. I'm guessing you wish you had this kind of technology back when you were making some defensive gems, so you could go back and watch every angle of Harold Reynolds.
Oh, are you kidding me? I'd be freezing in the air and then spin me around and make the throw. But that's what we do with the 360s.
Right.
Now, there's one play that stands above the rest. You want to go back and look at this
Please,
play
yeah.
Iglesias makes in Chicago? All right, forget all those guys. See all those guys circled? Just get them out of here. Okay, because that's the guy we're focusing on. He charges and comes and gets this ball and lays out and makes this unbelievable play. Now, we'll bring the other guys in just for fun, okay? But as a ball's hit, he has to go. Will the pitcher get it? No, I come get it. Now freeze him in the air. He flipped the ball. It's already gone, Greg. The runner is still going down the base path. The ball's already in the air. Most people are catching it, trying to figure out how do I transfer and put something on it. And then he makes the play. Woo! That's as pretty as it gets.
You had a highlight reel, right? You've got to have it at home. VHS, an old dusty VHS.
Oh, yeah.
So imagine Jose Iglesias, Andrelton Simmons, guys like that, they're going to have the MLB 360 demo reel.
Oh, they're not the only ones. Billy's back there working on ours right now, digging out all our old plays. It's going 360.
It's great technology. Much more to come on MLB Tonight Year in Review. Sure, the offseason isn't over, but money has been spent. We'll discuss the big free agent moves and trades after the break.
Start the new year right at Subway. Footlong fans are feeling good because January is now Janu-Any. And any regular footlong is now a $5 footlong, even low.
'Tis the season for NBA League Pass with this limited time holiday offer. You'll get live NBA games on your TV, computer, tablet, and phone. Watch the incredible action anywhere. Buy NBA League Pass for only 4 payments of $42.99. To order now, call 1-800-GET-SPORTS or visit directtv.com/NBA.
Down the wing, shoots a
How can you make your favorite team your home team?
Oh,
With NHL Center Ice, you get a season ticket to your favorite team no matter where you live. Plus, you'll get up to 40 other great matchups every week from around the league.
Absolutely off the charts.
So bring home all the action of your team. NHL Center Ice. The game lives where you do. Call 1-800-GET-SPORTS for the lowest price in over 5 years.
Welcome back to MLB Tonight's Year in Review. Here now, Matt Vasgersian.
Thanks, Greg. Each year, inevitably, the baseball world mourns the passing of individuals who've made an impact. To that end, we'll focus now on two notable figures who passed away in 2013. Earl Weaver, the colorful and combative Hall of Fame manager of the Baltimore Orioles, and Stan Musial, the St. Louis Cardinals great who was one of baseball's most accomplished, accessible, and revered stars.
This 3-time most valuable player and 24-time All-Star was among the greatest all-around players. Stan, the man, Musial.
You know, the question always comes, how did you pitch to Musial? I always said, throw him the best pitch and back up third base.
And he's out of the ballgame. Earl Weaver has been thrown out of this World Series.
Earl hated umpires. They didn't like him. He thought they were there just for one reason, that's to screw the Baltimore Orioles.
You're here for one reason, to this good. Wrong. That's the only reason you're wrong, Earl.
Earl was a miserable nightmare for an umpire to deal with. You look at your schedule and say, oh, Lord, I got to go to the Orioles again. You know, you'd almost get out your ejection report and put the top Earl Weaver in it before you got there.
Yeah! Boom! That's good! That's great!
I enjoy whatever goes along with baseball, whereas it might be pictures, autograph, or public appearances, and I enjoy doing it, and I'm sure that I always will.
Nobody was as accessible as Stan Musial. To his teammates, to the opposition.
I spoke with Hank Aaron. He said, I didn't just like Stan Musial, I wanted to be like him.
In an all-star game, several of the African-American players were playing cards, and Stan went over to them in the clubhouse before the game and said, deal me in. He was the only white player to say that.
Stan was not an activist by nature. He was just a thoroughly decent human being.
In 1970 or 71, Joe Torre, Henry Aaron, Stan Musial went to Southeast Asia during the Vietnam War, and Stan asked Henry Aaron if he'd like to room with him. It was the first time that Henry Aaron had ever had a white roommate, ever.
It's a tribute to all the ball players and all the things they've done the last 2 years. And we wanted it so bad last year, I'm just glad we got it this year.
One of my favorite stories with Earl Weaver's in the early 80s, Pat Kelly was playing for him, and Pat was very religious.
One day Earl was going off on a tirade, and he was cursing left and right, and Pat looked at Earl and says, Earl, you got to walk with the Lord.
Earl looked at him in his own way, and he said, you know what you ought to do, Pat? He says, you ought to just think about walking with the bases loaded. It'd make me happy.
And there it is! Into left field! Hit number 3,000! Musial ran first! On his way to second with a double!
One night in St. Louis, a hot night, I had the Cardinals beat 2-1. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, man on base, Musial at bat. And Campanella, my catcher, called for a curveball. Well, I threw a good one to Stan. It dropped right on top of his shoes. I mean, it was right on the dirt. He hit it on the pavilion for a 2-run homer and beat me on a walk-off home run. And Campanella couldn't believe it. He wouldn't leave the field. He said, ain't no man gonna hit that. Ain't no man gonna hit that. Well, he hit it.
Your ass will never have our games. I hope you. What do I care? Yeah, what are you doing here now? Well, why don't you call the league office and ask them? Yeah, I will. Oh, good. Don't think I won't. Good.
He'd stay out there forever, arguing. And one day he came back to the dugout, and you gotta remember, Earl smoked a lot, so, his shortness of breath was, he came back, he was huffing and puffing, and he sat down, and he says, I can't stay out there as long as I used to. And I said, Earl, you were out there for 15 minutes. He says, that was a half-hour argument.
I had to play at third base. He disagreed as he usually did. He got ejected. What was different this time is when he left, he took third base with him. And so they literally had to go knock on the door of the dressing room to get Earl to give him the base back so we could restart the game, which took all of about 8 or 10 minutes because he was in there, he wouldn't come out and wouldn't give him the base back.
In 2007, the 1967 World Champions were brought back to St. Louis. And of course, Stan was introduced before the game. I didn't want to bother him, but he knew that. And he sought me out and asked that I come out there. And that was the last time I spoke with Stan. We had a very, very warm conversation. And I'll remember that forever.
I'm proud of the fact that I spent my whole major league career in one city. And for that, I would like to thank the wonderful fans of Baltimore for letting me stay.
During the 10 years I was with Baltimore, Earl was there for 8. The Orioles won more games than any other regular season games than any other team.
Goodbye, Earl. You've been one of the greatest managers in the history of the game.
I feel fortunate to have played for him. As I look back now, and it was a long time ago, I had a chance to play for a Hall of Fame manager.
So it's a pleasure and honor to be part of this great game, and I hope that I gave baseball as much as it gave to me.
To play 22 years and consistently play and carry himself the way he did. Kids will try to hit like him. Their grandfathers will tell their little leaguers, now here's the way Stan did it. And so he lives on even past his lifetime.
Naturally, I hate to say goodbye. So until we meet again, I want to thank you.
Of all the citizens of St. Louis in the history of that great city, nobody equals Stan Musial. And when they see that genuine goodness coming from a guy like Stan, they understand that this guy is special, and was he ever.
Welcome back to MLB Tonight's Year in Review. You know, once the season ended, all 30 ball clubs started counting their cash, only to spend it in a hurry. So quick, most of baseball's business was taken care of before the winter meetings. Plenty of millionaires were busy changing uniforms and hiring financial planners. Here's a recap of the offseason moves so far.
Prince Fielder off to Arlington. In exchange for Ian Kinsler, Oakland signed Scott Kazmir. Jim Johnson being acquired from the Orioles.
Minnesota agreed to bring Ricky Nolasco into the fold. Another right-hander, Phil Hughes.
Tim Hudson and the San Francisco Giants.
A.J. Pierzynski has a new home.
David Freese to the Angels for Peter Borges, Ryan Hannigan and Keith Bell. They end up with the Rays.
The Yankees have a new backstop, Brian McCann.
Jacoby Ellsbury to the New York Yankees.
Dexter Fowler is going to the Houston Astros. Jared Saltalamacchia going to the Miami Marlins.
Johnny Peralta, now a member of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Josh Johnson going to the San Diego Padres.
Phillies, they agree to terms with outfielder Marlon Byrd. Doug Fister getting sent to the Washington Nationals.
Tigers busy again acquiring of Joe Nathan.
The Granny Man's on the move to the Mets.
Carlos Beltran
going to the Yankees.
Bartolo Colon signed a 2-year, $20 million deal with the New York Mets.
Mark Trumbo traded to Arizona, 3-team deal.
The Mariners also acquired Logan Morrison. They signed veteran Corey Hart to a 1-year deal.
The Giants have reached an agreement with Mike Morse.
The Royals, they have an agreement with Omar Infante.
Raul Ibanez is said to be headed to the Angels.
Joaquin Benoit gets 2 years from the San Diego Padres.
The Rangers add on to their lineup. They agreed to a deal with Shin-Soo Choo.
10-year, $240 million deal with the Mariners. My goodness, we love the offseason here at MLB Network. We get to see the kids, say hi, because we've been in the studio for months on end. We also love the offseason moves. Here now, Greg Amsinger's top 5.
Oh, wow.
Off-season moves. They will disagree a little later. Top 5. And believe it or not, I have a tie at number 5. 2 trades. Number 1, a 3-team deal involving Mark Trumbo. The Diamondbacks look for that right-handed bat to go along with Paul Goldschmidt, and guess what? They got it. On the other side, you got Doug Fister being traded from the Tigers to the Washington Nationals, going in a rotation with Strasburg and Gio and Jordan Zimmerman. I love that deal. Those 2 deals tied for number 5. At number 4, Brian McCann bringing his power at the plate and his leadership behind it to the New York Yankees could be a difference maker in the American League East. At number 3, speaking of the East, Jacoby Ellsbury leaving the best team in the East, the Red Sox, to go to the rival Yankees, $150+ million. They weren't even in the market for a center fielder. At number 2, the Tigers trade Prince Fielder to the Rangers for Ian Kinsler. This caught everyone off guard. That's the number 2 offseason move, and I think we can all agree. Number 1, Robinson Cano, bidding farewell to the Bronx, where he was going to get the torch from Derek Jeter when he retired, to go be the face of the Seattle Mariners. Something it's King Fields. This guy's making $240 million. That's got to be the number 1 off-season move. Do we agree with my list?
Well, I think the Cano thing, what you said, leaving the Yankees to the Mariners, puts it in consideration. But it's not number 1.
it's
consideration. It's not number 1. Yeah, shock value, all the things that you said. But when you think about the move for me, it's Prince Fielder going to Texas. You just got a game changer. And this changed the look of 2 premier, on the top of the heap, organizations. So that, to me, that was a bigger thing.
Well, I tell you what, when you talk about the impact on one guy, Prince might be right in that line. He could hit 50. Easy enough. You know about the jet stream in Texas, but for me, the shock value, the $240 million that Cano got, still not number 1. What? Because Jacoby Ellsbury came into center field and signed with the Pinstripes first. Then Cano leaves. So I think by order on that move right there, I got Ellsbury up top. Ellsbury going from the Red Sox to the Yankees, and we didn't hear a whole lot of backlash about it. Yankees made a little bit of a run against for Robinson Cano and let him go. Look at Damon. There's Damon celebrating. There he's putting on the pinstripes. Look at that. Yes, that's right. We win it. Jacoby Ellsbury putting on the pinstripes. This, to me, is the biggest one right there, Red Sox to the Yankees. And then that opened the door where Robinson Cano said, I didn't feel respected.
So we don't think 2013's offseason will be the offseason that everyone will remember Robinson Cano leaving the Yankees. It's going to be remembered as the offseason that Jacoby Ellsbury signed with the Yankees?
No. That's not the way we phrase it. That's the way you spun it.
Yeah, that's not.
We are all going to remember Robinson Cano left for $240. Yeah. We get that.
Okay, so what team had the best offseason? Who won the offseason in your minds?
Well, I think we can all agree on this since you're already saying everybody agrees with you. It's the Mariners. Look, you look at the move with Cano, you look at Logan Morrison, you look at all the different things they were able to do. Bloomquist, Morrison, you also end up having Corey Hart. And they're not finished yet. The center fielder, they brought Gutierrez back. So I think the Mariners won the offseason.
Well, I think the Yankees are a better team without Robinson Cano on it with the moves that they had made. Look, I'm not saying you can replace Robinson Cano. You can't. Robinson Cano is one of the best players this game has, but when you throw Ellsbury into the mix, Beltran into the mix, McCann into the mix, who knows what else they might have done. They freed up some money. I think they're a better team than they were.
our take on the offseason. What about you? Let's go to Twitter, get interactive with our viewers. What was your favorite offseason move? We have 2 tweets to pass along. Yanks getting McCann, gritty, tough, good receiver. Lefty bat, made for Yank, short porch. Great catchers that can hit are rare. I agree. The Trumbo trade. Arizona adds power, but one-dimensional. Angels add 2 young starters, and Shy Sox add a gritty, talented center fielder. The biggest move of the offseason, really? Wow. Must be a Diamondback fan.
Everybody sold everybody on the gritty.
Hey, 2013, a major year for international baseball. One of our favorite events, the World Baseball Classic. Our favorite moments of the tournament, next.
The 2013 World Baseball Classic. It's going to be loud. It's going to be raucous.
Showtime.
Crushed! Goodbye. Wow, after the warning, and it's on. Oh, my goodness. And that one is gone! International salami for David Wright.
Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic by the Bay.
Swung on and missed. Mission accomplished.
Let the celebration begin.
Oh, the DR dominance. It was on full display. They beat Puerto Rico in San Francisco in the finals at AT&T Park. They were undefeated. 14 total runs allowed. 1 run allowed in the last 35 innings pitched. The Dominican Republic, the dream team of the World Baseball Classic. And when you look back, which moment stood out to you?
Oh, the Dominican Republic. I mean, I got a chance to go to San Francisco for the final, but that run all the way through, when you're talking about star power and guys that had great careers, I mean, I should say WBC career, that last year was a career year. Cano, Hanley Ramirez, I really thought, you look at the stars of 2013 with Cano's season, Ramirez's season. I know Rodney struggled, but he's coming off that 2012 great year. Those 3 guys, man, on the same club, just got it done. And how about the celebrations? You see Santana, the catcher, in there, but they dominated. And I really think the other part of this is you jumpstart Reyes' season, Ramirez's season, and Cano, and they all really grew up to become leaders of their clubs when they went back to their teams during the Major League season. So that was impressive.
And the one word you threw out there was dominance. And they dominated. There was no doubt about it. That was the best team in the WBC, and they proved that. I went to a moment, Mexico, Canada. You talk about the WBC, and is this just an exhibition? I don't think you want to tell these 2 guys, and now the couple of haymakers going to be thrown right here. Now, I'm probably pretty sure a couple guys on Team Canada wish they were on hockey skates, because then they might have been able to throw even a little bit more punches into that mix. But there was definitely some passion, and I think that's what we saw throughout the WBC this year. There was some attitude and some atmosphere. And then on more of a individual side of it, you know, how cool was that for David Wright this year? Up until he got hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, here's a guy who got dubbed Captain America, dude. You can't go or get much better than that. So what David Wright was able to do early on up until that injury, well, that was pretty impressive as well.
It really was. And you look at how they started the winter knowing this time around, hey, I'm going to be playing early. So it also helped guys jumpstart getting their season started. And they got more prepared this time around for the WBC than years past. So that's why I think the competition was so great. And as they continue to move on with this and players know, all right, I'm going to be in it, it allows them to get ready in the winter to get ready for the tournament.
You know, my favorite moment was when I thought a Cinderella was eliminated, and that was Team Italy. Had a lot of characters on that team, including Jason Grilli, who wasn't used against Puerto Rico in the elimination game. 8th inning, close game, base runners everywhere, and they don't bring in their best weapon in the bullpen, and Puerto Rico scores, takes the lead, and eliminates Jason Grilli, who wasn't used in the elimination game. You got to use your weapon. Grilli wasn't used, but he did have a great year.
Yes, he
with
did.
The Pittsburgh Pirates. Coming up, you may not believe this, but the broadcasters here at MLB Network don't do everything. I know that's odd. Not as odd as that facial expression. We give props to our wonderful technical team. Next.
If you love this game, come up high if you love this game.
Opening day in Major League Baseball, the reigning Rookie of the Year in the National League, Bryce Harper. It's not special effects, it's rain. Put the tarp on.
Cisco Ballpark Cam capturing these images.
They knew it immediately, as did Giambi.
It's exciting. This is what keeps me coming back every single year.
There it is, the no-hitter for Tim Lincecum.
First time we have ever seen a first basketball.
How about Great American Ballpark for a wedding?
When you know it's about over, you can go out and give it all you can and not look back.
When it comes to technology in baseball, our Cisco Ballpark Cam comes second to none. And as the calendar year wraps up, we're reminded that while the big leagues are in season for roughly 7 months of the year, it's covered for all 12. And the folks behind the scenes share the same passion for our sport as those of us on the air. And this being the holiday season, we thought it would be appropriate to share their work here at MLB Network.
3 minutes left in the show, guys.
What's unique about MLB Tonight is you can watch all the games simultaneously and the best parts of each game. We're on generally from 6 p.m. until the last out of the last West Coast game.
We do between 175 and 200 updates to MLB Tonight all night long.
Let's go inside the park right now.
During the 2013 season, we broadcast over 1,000 hours of live games and updates.
Working on a show like MLB Tonight, every year we add more. When you add more and more, you have to access that stuff, and you have to access it fast, because this show moves quick.
2:15 left.
So this is our new Cayenne. We purchased this for a couple of different reasons, but the main reason was no other switcher could do the amount of effects and transitions that we had to have loaded at one time. We usually have in the neighborhood of 1,500 to 1,600 transitions and EMEMs, another 1,000 macros that actually let you go between everything. It's a lot to keep track of. This switcher is what's allowing us to do that on a nightly basis.
1:45.
We're operating at 2 studios simultaneously. We've got 5 cameras in Studio 3 and 42.
This is the magic of Studio 42.
I know what you got going on.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, it's snowing.
We have about 2,000 lights between the studios here. We run off of Ion RPU and touchscreens as opposed to a conventional console. Very fast, very efficient.
You flip the sun on. All right, let's recreate the conditions out there.
We have over 30 different monitors on our sets, all different shapes and sizes.
The Spider is essentially a wall made up of 3 large projector screens. So it basically takes 3 images and projects them together to make one large image.
1 minute off air.
Graphic and video support are integral to our broadcast, and each year we try to expand that with new technology.
One of the new graphic initiatives for MLB Tonight this year was working with virtual graphics.
It's just another representation of a graphic that we can do within the set to make it look as realistic as if it was coming out of the set.
It's really added a new level to the experience for the viewer at home.
We told you he could do it all, right? Hey, McCutcheon, I thought that was a great pick.
30 seconds.
LibreVision is a 3D editing software which we've branded as MLB 360. In the latest version of Libero, they released a functionality called the Virtual Run. We're actually able to see the action while the rest of the frame is still frozen.
MLB 360, look at the ground he covered.
If you're a baseball fan, it's a very unique thing that we have.
We'll see you next time on MLB Tonight. Shows on the road are called remotes in TV lingo, and our biggest of 2013 was the WBC. The World Baseball Classic was comprised of 16 teams vying for the 3rd title in the tournament's history, beginning on March 2nd in Taiwan and culminating with the championship in San Francisco 17 days later. The 39-game tourney was played in 8 venues across 4 countries. Through it all, the technical crews for MLB Network and MLB International were there to document the entire journey.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching around the world.
Settling into our environment here in Taiwan for the World Baseball Classic.
Well, what a start this has been to Game 1 here in Puerto Rico.
And a very big atmosphere here in Phoenix.
MLB Network and MLB International set up broadcast operations for 8 venues around the world. These venues included Japan, Taiwan, Puerto Rico, and the United States. 12 mobile units were deployed from various vendors including Game Creek, NEP, and Coreplex.
Welcome to Tokyo.
Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic by the Bay.
14 production managers and tech managers were used internationally and here in the United States. A total of 450 technicians were used for the entire tournament.
We'll be bringing you some great pictures and sounds all night tonight.
We used a total of 18 cameras for each game and increased it to 21 cameras for the semifinals and finals in San Francisco.
With over 8 different venues around the world, it was imperative that all the games shown on MLB Network matched our signature remote look. Visual guides were created months in advance so that all of the operators knew exactly what graphics package we were using and when to use them.
We spent a lot of time with our production crews trying to make sure that they had the utmost quality in replay. What we ended up doing was throwing out 2 4K cameras to do ultra zoom technology so that we could actually look into close plays, interesting plays on the field.
1-2, microphone check.
We were able to add microphones onto some of the coaches along with the umpires themselves.
He's out of the line. Get out of here.
That one's got a chance, and that one is gone.
Yeah. At the start of MLB Network's 5th season, we executed the World Baseball Classic. 17 days of programming, 4 countries at 8 different venues, which was an amazing success.
Let the celebration begin.
Still ahead, the All-Ripken team. What in the world is that? You need to know, it's important. Bill handpicks the very best at each position after the break. The Baseball Writers Association of America handed out its hardware in 2013. Your Rookies of the Year, Will Myers and Jose Fernandez. Your skippers, Terry Francona and Clint Hurdle. The best pitchers in the game, Max Scherzer, Clayton Kershaw. Miggy, back-to-back MVP, along with the savior of the Steel City, Andrew McCutchen. It's Bill Ripken and Greg Amsinger back next to the launch pad because Bill Ripken is going to give us his top player at each position. Was this a hard thing for you to do?
Well, of course, because I knew I was opening myself up for all kinds of Amsinger criticism.
Which, I say this all the time, makes for very good TV. So let's begin with your ace, okay? And you put this graphic together, so I'm assuming because it's highlighted, Max Scherzer is your ace?
Am I that transparent? Yes, I'm taking Max Scherzer because I am one that does care about this 21 up here and the wins. But you know what? When you look at all his other numbers compared to all the other pitchers, they're not too shabby either. So I'm taking Max Scherzer to be my man.
21-3 is pretty special for a team that only won their division by a single game over the Cleveland Indians. So we're not done there. Scherzer's your ace. We see him on the mound there. The All-Ripken team, and we're going to get started with our position players with your top catcher. Who is your catcher?
I'm taking your guy, Yadi, because I was trying to get away from criticism right away by picking a Cardinal. Look, Yadi here is the best defensive catcher. I don't think there's any question about that. And he flat out gets it done on the offensive side, too. So what he meant to the Cardinals club with those young pitchers, and he's back there calling it, pretty impressive guy right here.
Yadier Molina behind the plate. Are you staying with the Cardinal theme and putting Alan Craig at first base?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
This man hit 53 bombs and 138 ribeye steak sandwiches, and is probably the reason why Miguel Cabrera didn't get another Triple Crown. Because of this man right here, 53 bombs, I cannot ignore it.
All right, Chris Davis is your first baseman. Let's just skip through second base real quick. You have Robinson Cano.
No, I don't. I have Dustin Pedroia at second base. Look, this is my squad. You can have your time another day.
Okay,
Look,
good.
This guy right here, what, did they win another world championship? Right.
Him and his teammates did, yeah.
I understand that. This guy is the one that makes those guys go. We can talk a lot about all the moves that were made. If this guy's not playing for him, they don't win.
Your top second baseman, Dustin Pedroia, off the shortstop, and that is
J.J. Hardy. Absolutely. Look, the guy wins Gold Gloves. He wins the Silver Slugger Award. He makes every single play. He plays every single day. I like the way that sounds. And since 2011, more homers, and more runs batted in by any shortstop in the game. That's right. This guy right here.
Defensively, is he better than Andrelton Simmons, though?
He catches the ball and throws it across the base to this guy all the time.
Again, this is the All-Ripken team.
Yeah, it's my squad.
I like it. Third base, is it no-brainer, right?
This guy right here. Now, you might say, well, he's going to play over here next year, 2013.
It is.
This man right here, without a doubt, I don't even think we've covered it. We don't even have to talk about it.
Let's go to the outfield because there are a lot of big names in the outfield. This had to be tough for you. So left field, we start off Matt Holliday.
Matt Holliday. Look, this guy's solid. I think he gets overlooked, actually. He goes out there, puts up numbers year in and year out, and I don't think necessarily gets all the recognition he deserves. I'm giving him a little play.
You definitely are. He's on your all-Ripken team for 2013. In center field, we have
Mike Trout.
Okay.
And this is why I want to put Mike Trout. You could say McCutchen. Look, I was on his side to win MVP. No doubt about it, McCutchen. This guy right here, though, let's end all the madness about him playing over there. He's a center fielder, period.
Well, Peter Borges is gone, so that's his spot now.
But somebody else will come along. Look, leave him there. That's where he belongs.
Mike Trout's in center field, and in right field, we find
Bruce.
Jay Bruce.
Look, Jay Bruce put together a very, very solid season. Hitting in the middle of the lineup, playing every single day. This guy flat out got it done. They kind of let all that Superman stuff go when he first came up. I think he settled in. I think you might see him here a lot in the future.
Relief pitcher for the 2013 All-Ripken team.
Oh, Koji Uehara.
I thought Mariano was a lock.
Look, dude, I'm a big fan. I like Kimbrough. I like Chapman, the pure dominance. No one was more dominant than this guy this year. When he comes into a game and gets a save, 8 pitches, 2 punch-outs. It's
Throwing
over.
89.
Dude, it's over before the inning even starts. People go, what just happened? We lost. This guy had one of the most dominating seasons ever. My man right here closing out games.
Okay, so I want to soak all this in, and if you don't mind, could just battle a little bit on one spot.
Sure.
And that's right field. There were so many great seasons in right field. Michael Kadire won a batting title hitting .331. Carlos Beltran was money for the St. Louis Cardinals in right field. Yasiel Puig, where would the Dodgers have been without Yasiel Puig playing right field? And Jason Worth had arguably the best year of his career with 25 home runs, 80-plus RBIs, hitting over 300. Jay Bruce, you like the 30 home runs and the 100 RBIs, but really not. I mean, Michael Kadire had to be right there.
I hear all of your talk. Kadire would be the one that I would play the argument game with. But if we go back to the All-Star game, you remember when Captain America picked him for the home run derby? People were giving him grief about that. Who jumped on his side? I did. Big Kadire fan. Just didn't have a better year than this guy. This guy's my right fielder.
And once again, it's why it's the All-Ripken team. Time for a break. Coming up, players and managers have lots of things to say, but who entertained us the most when they spoke? Our best bites next.
Who's the best looking player on the team? The best guapo?
Why are you staring me down? What's your problem right now?
Oh, you know, Poppy.
Whoa! Cleared in an awful hurry. Victor Martinez and Grant Balfour join, and benches have cleared. My goodness!
You staring me down, so I said, why are you staring me down? What's your problem right now? You got a problem? Come out here.
Tim, I don't take that.
You came out, just a few words. Whatever.
This is Grant Balfour being Grant Balfour.
I'm all up for it. Whatever you want to bring in, it's all good.
That right there, a great media moment. Journalists and broadcasters were foaming at the mouth when that exchange went down. And don't think for a second that getting a good soundbite is an easy thing to do. It's actually very difficult. How hard is it? Allow me to demonstrate for you. Hello, everyone. I'm ready to go for my post-game interview. Well, it was a beautiful day for baseball. We're taking it one game at a time, really. I agree. Good pitching just beats good hitting. We're just trying to grind through, really, and keep our heads up. Cliche, anyone? Let's take a look back at 2013's best baseball bites.
That's what Tigers do. We eat.
I don't think you were a big fan of the Python, were you? No, it's stupid.
What day is it?
Hump day!
I'm going to watch the rest of this game with a glass of wine in my hand, and we're going to win it.
Who's the best looking player on the team? The best guapo? Guapo?
Yasiel Puig.
I think I have a man crush on G.
I mean, they played with some swag.
Oh, you know, Poppy.
H to the Izzo, B to the Izzy. That's your song.
Not really.
Today's winning pitcher, Zach Greinke.
We had a fast car all day, knew we were going to be fast, got a little loose in the rear. I guess that's why we were fast.
What a game, huh, everybody? That was great.
My name is Munenori Kawasaki. I'm from Japan. I'm Japanese.
What will you say?
How hard are you going to celebrate tonight, Kaz?
Crazy?
We're not the laughing stock of baseball anymore.
He should not play a game until Greinke can pitch.
Whether you like me or hate me, that's just what Toronto's wrong, and that was unprofessional.
This is what they decided to do.
You can't change it and just take your pot shots.
I'm the wrong guy to be asking about suspension. Holy mackerel.
He's the last guy that's going to act like that when he hits a homer.
Take the pen back, and this what happened.
As soon as he hit it and I saw it, I knew it was fair. Run.
Why you staring me down? What's your problem right now?
Kim, I don't take that.
There was something that I saw, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
Somebody's wearing black and orange. I'm not going to let that happen.
Something I guess he's got to do.
You surprised that he did that?
I hit the ball pretty far off him, so no, not really.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go inside there.
If you can't pitch inside without hitting somebody in the head, then you shouldn't pitch inside.
Things just got out of control, and certainly that's not what you aim to do.
This is our city.
I just want to say thank you.
What's up, Braves country?
I don't think you think about the end of anything.
I'm going to do everything I can to prepare for next year. I'm just done.
It's been an honor to be your first baseman for the last 17 years.
This is difficult for me. I've had some of the greatest times that I ever had in my life.
You keep coming out, I can't tell you what you mean to us. It's like a sixth man.
To you fans, thank you for 19 years of support.
He made all our lives better. And we'll miss him.
The three of us really value a good sound bite. It sticks in your brain almost forever. What's your favorite?
Tell you what, there's so many. That was awesome right there.
Yeah, it was.
But I got to go back to Boston and David Ortiz. The moment after the bomb is in Boston for him to be on the field, and here he is.
This jersey that we wear today, it doesn't say Red Sox. It says Boston. This is our city. And nobody gonna dictate our freedom. Stay strong. Thank you.
And how apropos that he was the hero of the World Series.
How about that?
As well. Bill, your favorite soundbite?
Well, you know I usually like to fudge the rules a little bit and didn't necessarily have a great soundbite to this. But Mariano Rivera on the farewell tour, when you go into Minnesota, some of the gifts he got, but Minnesota, the broken bat chair and everything else, I mean, you listen to the announcer and you see the club come out and present Mariano with this. Truly touching right there, so I had to get that in there.
Ron Gardenhire earlier today took part in the Twins tribute to Mariano Rivera, and the Twins creatively giving him a chair made out of broken bats, symbolic of how many broken bats that he was responsible for.
Hey, what an awesome gift by the Twins.
You know, Mariano Rivera, I feel like there were so many sound bites from his farewell tour.
Yeah.
That you could just link a bunch of those together as your favorite. And you know what, folks? As you probably know by now, we live the baseball season right here in Studio 3. And actually, more specifically, this anchor desk in Studio 3. When there's a no-hitter, a thrilling comeback, an extra inning marathon, an unforgettable walk-off win, we feel like we're all part of the baseball magic. Here now, the very best of the show that brings it all into your living room, MLB Tonight. MLB Tonight rolls on from Studio 3. We're live. Greg Amsinger, Dan Plesac, and Bill Ripken.
Live inside the park. Diddy.
Oh, my God.
Justin Upton, baby bro, ends the game.
Double Upton.
You gotta be kidding me.
And that's how the Bucks win the series opener. This is how Cisco Ballpark Camp captured the energy at Great American tonight.
Aloha. How are you guys?
Take us through that final at bat.
It's exciting. This is what keeps me coming back every single year.
When the game was over, were you walking through the stands going, you know, I played for the Reds for a long time?
Inside Studio 3 on a historic day in Major League Baseball.
The baseball owners have put together a proposal that would expand instant replay in the majors.
We have breaking news pertaining to the Biogenesis investigation.
This isn't something they just pulled out of their pocket. They've spent a lot of time on this.
Historically, it's just going to go down as one of those days.
Welcome live into Studio 42 for this MLB Authentic Collection Diamond Demo.
The individual swings that we see, everybody's different that plays this game.
It looks like the wrong Hamilton. Looks like me at the plate. To the left, powerful. To the right, he looks like Darryl Hamilton.
I want to make sure that when I drive it in, I get it inside.
Now look at this look right here. That is completely horizontal to the ground.
When I throw the ball to first base, you score easy because the shortstop is covering second.
Get that ball, get rid of it.
He comes back one more time with that same release point, with that split finger.
Look at the rotation, and this is what you're trying to hit as a hitter.
Same fundamental. They're going to take 12 steps and then the dive.
And that's what we saw, Paul. Let me go get a drink of water.
Boom.
Oh. Robinson Cano may have 99 problems, but net tickets ain't one anymore.
Man, that's some money.
That's worth more than your house, H.
You ain't lying.
We've got to hand it over to these guys who look almost as good.
Almost as smart.
Sean
Almost
Casey
as
tonight.
good. Hey, can you guys do my taxes?
As you guys can expect, I ranked the top
sure.
MLB Tonight moments. There's a list of 100. But I have a tie for number one. Here's the first number one best moment from MLB Tonight. Carlos Gomez robbing Joey Votto. And it's not just the play, it's the interview after the game. Watch.
A serious threat at the plate in a spot like this. And Votto lifts it in the air, center field. Gomez at the wall. Gomez leaps, and he makes the catch! A game saver!
Is that an amazing finish?
Look at Joey Votto right there saying, hey, he didn't catch that. He's like, yeah, it's in my glove.
Show me the onion.
We're going to show it to you right now. Take a look.
Let me get it close.
Yes!
Look at Votto, look at Votto.
The beauty of our Cisco Ballpark Cam technology, because he was able to do the interview. We have a monitor there, and that was the first time he had a chance to watch his own sparkling play. So that's really fun when we get so interactive with the players like that right after a game. Now, the other play, that moment that topped, or tied for the top spot, I should say, it took place Diamondbacks and Dodgers, the Royal Rumble, when all the coaches went at it. And this is how MLB Tonight captured that unforgettable moment. Wow, there's a lot to talk about here. As you see, McGuire and Matt Williams almost go toe-to-toe here.
Hinsky went after Puig right there. Puig threw a punch and hit Hinsky in the back. You're going to see a suspension right there.
But here's what I found really interesting. Before he's throwing the pitcher out, now before he throws the manager out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Dodgers. They're already coming. He hasn't even thrown the manager out yet. They're all coming.
Once again, we don't condone fighting here at MLB Tonight, but that was a lot of fun to cover, you know what I mean?
Well, the amazing thing is you're sitting here and you're watching an at-bat, and then it breaks open. And you got to cover it right there on the spot. That's what makes it great, being able to talk about, did you see Puig? Did you see Matt Williams?
Yeah, there was a lot of boys with pretty good resumes fired up in that one little altercation.
We're back to wrap up the show with a look at the images of 2013. The moments that will never leave our baseball brains are next. Welcome back to MLB Tonight's Year in Review. Greg, Harold, and Bill wrapping up the show. Harold, I'll start with you. Our image of the year, that one snapshot that defines 2013. What is it?
It's in the playoffs. Torrey Hunter on Big Papi's home run. I said it was the play of the year for me. Look at it. And it's not even about that. It's about freeze it, please, in a second. It's the cop. You see the cop throwing his arm in the air? Yes, Torrey almost came down with the ball, but it is the man right there with the beard. That is the moment that will be remembered, even above the Red Sox winning the World Series. It was that playoff game.
You know what? Right. I like it. It was a good picture. But Mariano Rivera calling it quits. 2013 Mo. We remember the All-Star game. He comes in. Everybody stayed off the field. Mariano had the entire field, the mound himself. He started warming up by himself. The rest of the players come out on the field after that. Look, this guy, probably the most respected player in the game, the best closer ever in the game. Great moment right there.
I'm going back to the best story in baseball in 2013, returning to Pittsburgh, the blackout, the playoffs, PNC Park. This was a college football atmosphere. How wonderful was that? And a new dynamic fan base born again in the city of Pittsburgh. That, to me, the image of the year. Guys, 2013 rocked.
Yes, it did.
Do a 2-hour show like this, it reminds you, what a year. For Bill, Harold, my name's Greg. We leave you with just about every image of 2013 that made you smile, scream, or cry on the diamond. Thanks for watching, and Happy New Year.
introduction, but it's time.
Joe, fun today? Was that fun or what? That was awesome.
The brothers go back to back. A grand slam homer.
Red Sox win. A walk-off on Patriots Day.
This is our city. Stay strong.
Nava hits it in the air to right field. Boston, this is for you.
It's a triple play. What a play.
Havana, Cuba has arrived.
This doesn't happen even in Hollywood. Did he do it? You bet. It's over. It's over. And that is the ball game.
You know, Poppy.
This one is gone.
Miguel Cabrera is just absolutely unbelievable.
I'm going to do, everything I can to prepare for next year.
I don't think you think about the end of anything.
I just want to say thank you.
This is difficult for me. I've had some of the greatest times that I ever had in my life.
I'm just done.
What's up, Braves country?
Number 42, Mariano Rivera.
To you fans, you guys will have part of my heart here in New York. Thank you for 19 years of support.
He's got it! Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me! That just happened! This is unbelievable! Hey! He's got it!
Oh, what a way to end the game.
He did it! Oh, it moves!
And that's a no-hitter for Tim Lincecum.
He is in fuego!
Does he have the trifecta?
Number 3! Goodbye, home run!
Orioles home run king.
We told you to watch this one tonight!
The benches are clearing.
And this is getting ugly in a hurry out here.
It's already ugly.
There are going to be blows thrown in this one.
Whether you like me or hate me, that was unprofessional and silly.
This crazy season gets more remarkable by the day.
Congratulations on the cycle!
Career hit number 2,000. 4,000 hits.
400th home run.
What a way to go out!
It's been an honor to be your first baseman for the last 17 years.
One of the strangest finishes you ever see. Mardi Gras in September. The Buccos win it. Raise the Jolly Roger.
They have finally done it.
From worst to first, the celebration begins.
I just hope that you feel like you're getting your money's worth.
If that does not give you chills, check your pulse.
There's nothing like playoff atmosphere.
It's not just another game. You know, the season's on the line.
Everything's a clean slate. It's no longer the best team. It's the hottest team.
This is a postseason. I don't want to take it for granted. I might never get to do this again.
This is what you dream about. It's fight time.
It is the wild card one and done game.
Look at this sea of black. Cueto from the crowd.
They rattled it. It is gone.
They're going nuts, and they're going to the division series.
That one might go. If it's fair, it's gone.
As soon as he hit it and I saw it, I knew it was fair. Run.
Flash down, and the Rays survive to play another game.
What a hit for Detroit.
He's staring me down like he wanted to come out, so I said, come on out.
Benches have cleared.
Shake hands with Hanley Ramirez right now. You get a third-degree burn. And he missed the baseball. What happened? He's getting a standing ovation.
Verlander's back.
Yeah, there were thoughts of him there.
Big game pitcher indeed.
And the Dodgers lead.
The running Red Sox using speed.
Boston Red Sox are moving on. The Tigers have done it again. The celebration in Los Angeles is on for the Dodgers.
And the Cardinals will go on to the National League Championship Series.
Let's bring this thing home, guys. Let's bring it home.
It was a fun ride. We're not the laughing stock of baseball anymore. We're no longer a doormat here.
Game 1 of the championship series, a combined one hitter.
The St. Louis Cardinals are going to win. Big-time postseason player.
He's gone. This game is tied. David Ortiz. The Red Sox have rallied to win Game 2.
The blood, sweat, and beards.
Look at that beard.
Napoli gets Verlander. He thought he hit this ball out. The Dodgers have broken through here in the NLCS.
Matt Holliday clubs a two-run homer.
The St. Louis Cardinals are a win away.
The Red Sox are one win away from going to the World Series.
What a bizarre start to Game 6.
What a job by Michael Wacha. Grand slam! Shane Victorino!
World Series bound.
Hey, let's go to the World Series!
You guys are in the mission to try to get me a World Series. Let's get it done.
This is our big city.
It just feels like fall with the World Series back here at Fenway.
A showdown of the best two teams the sport has to offer.
And we're ready for Game 1.
We've got controversy here before we've even settled in.
Our job is to get it right.
How about John Lester tonight? In October, David Ortiz knows what to do.
Was born for this.
Interference! They call interference!
What am I supposed to do there?
That's a tough pill to swallow.
That's how the World Series Game 3 will end. It's gone! Three-run homer, Johnny Gomes! So the first got him picked, he's out! And the ball game is over! The World Series is tied!
I know the dead once it happened.
It is a fair ball, and the Red Sox take the lead. Like it was in Game 1, John Lester brilliant through 7 2/3.
The Red Sox are coming home to Boston with a 3-2 lead in the World Series.
Boston has a chance to clinch in front of the home crowd for the first time since 1918.
3-0 Red Sox! Victorino pounding his chest!
Lackey doing his part.
The Red Sox starting to close in. Swing and a miss, he struck him out! The 2013